so, listen, and here's the crazy part. What I'm talking about the average of the highest IQ. I'm not even talking about the average. I'm talking about if you grab the highest IQ average, I'm not talking about the 1 or 2 geniuses or the 10,000 geniuses. I'm talking if you grab the average, the higher IQ part, we're still 500 years behind. So the people down here that are still operating at 70 IQ or whatever the hell is going on, and I'm not talking about mentally disabled, I'm talking about people who are actually operating down here that are, operating in whatever. It's like, that's even longer. We're talking maybe 1,000 fucking years. So it's like Elon's sitting, I think Elon just wants it so bad in his lifetime that he's like fully skipping from A, B to fucking Z, because there's no way he can step back and say, okay, we're ready to fucking colonize another planet. It's like, I don't know. Do you understand? Like, we're still denying half the shit that's destroying this planet. We're not even in a place where we can all agree with what's bad for this planet. We're still arguing the politics of what's bad for the planet based on what makes certain groups more money. Like, we're nowhere near the colonization of anything outside of the fucking Earth's fucking atmosphere. We're not even close to any of that. I'm telling you, we're 500 to 1,000 years away. Unless there is something I just can't fathom, where like one spark occurs, right? Some evolutionary spark occurs that has been waiting for like 10,000 years, right? And it just happens suddenly. And we go through a fucking golden age where all of the fucking human beings on Earth suddenly understand life better and everything is mathematical and perfectly logical to them. Unless that happens, then sure, we can colonize in 100 years on Mars or other fucking planets outside of the goddamn Milky Way, whatever the fuck that is. Holy shit, man. It's just like, holy fuck. But we're nowhere fucking near. We're nowhere near. It's like, holy shit. Holy shit. I'm telling you, bro. I'm telling you, bro. The more and more I live, bro, I really think this is one big test. Nothing else makes sense. It has to be one big test. I refuse to believe it. That it's anything. It has to be a test. It's got to be a test. But then again, you could argue that itself would be me asserting or assigning some sort of self-importance or some sort of importance on the human species, which falls back to the ego and pride of it all, which once again shows how fucking primitive we are. So at the end of the day, and even me, the way I sound now is very pretentious, like I know everything. It's fucking disgusting. The point I'm trying to make is, man, like, we're just like, I really think we're just like all of us, like, bro, have you ever looked around and just realized, like, what if we're all just pretending to be these like advanced things? Like, at the end of the day, when I look around, I just see monkeys with guns. We're all just monkeys with guns. We're literally just monkeys with guns. I'm not even fucking kidding. I don't know, bro. I don't know. And like, listen. I need you to understand this, okay? So this obviously all stemmed from from just a couple idiots. They know who they are, right? That believe what they do about the gambling industry, right? You have to understand, the people I'm referring to that stemmed into that this originally started from. We're not talking individuals that, just don't like me and they can't come to terms with that, so they have to believe this about me because it has to be true in order to justify some sort of worldview they have of me, or whatever the fuck it is, right? Whatever projection they feel of themselves to me that mine doesn't match with theirs, therefore my reactions have to be this, whatever the fuck they do, right, in their minds. Those aren't even the worst. You know what the worst are? And here's what I suspect. The worst are the ones that even if you were to show them absolute proof, if God himself or they self or herself were to come down, right, and say, listen, you're wrong. Train, he's on apps. There's no rawer than him. They would rather start believing that is the devil in disguise before even taking what that entity is saying to them. Do you understand? These people don't realize it themselves. They will never. There's nothing they can see that will convince them. This is the level of stupid I'm talking about, right? Not these people specifically, but I'm referring to, this is what exists in this world. If you look at the political sphere, but if you look at streamers, the core cult communities, this is why I don't cultivate cult-like communities, right? This is why I stepped away from that a long time ago. Did that make me weaker? Did that make us weaker? Sure. But I believe it's the correct way to create content and create a community, right? Teach people to think for themselves, do their own research always, and that they can support me and disagree with me, and that is okay. Most communities don't do that. Most communities will ban you if you think anything other than what they think, right? That's an issue. You're never going to come to any solution. You're never going to come to any sort of maturity or evolution from that. Did you understand? You're just building a goddamn echo chamber that strokes your fucking dick, right? Until the end of time. That's it. So it's like, it's just like, that's what's frustrating. What's frustrating is just not, man, oh man, it doesn't. It's like, listen, it's like, oh man, like, holy shit. It doesn't matter. Fuck me. Jesus Christ. Manic and crazy. We're fucking back. Okay, we're back. Let's fucking do this. Okay. I don't know how the fuck. So listen, here is my plan here. Okay.